magical llamas, and welcome to the Forest Cottage. I am your host, witch sorceress of all spells, Gisela Murillo, and welcome to this autumn tag. All magical beings unique are welcome. So the dream autumn trip. I had time to think about this question and I would choose two places to go to. The first being Scotland. When I went to Scotland last year with my best friend, I honestly felt like when I was there, it felt like home to me. It was surrounded by such beautiful, scenic, grassy mountains. The air felt so fresh and clean. And honestly, I would love to go back during the fall season because I was actually reading that Scotland's fall foliage is gorgeous. Plus, it's surrounded by castles, and I would love to take the Harry Potter train that is located in the Highlands. That is the perfect, dreamy autumn trip for me. The second place that I would pick is Colorado. I would love to be surrounded by mountains and forests and rivers, take beautiful pictures, probably with my friends, and just be simple. To explore fall foliage, go on trail walks, and after staring at the beautiful nature, picturesque scenery for hours and taking photos and eating a delicious meal, I would come home, put some ASMR sounds of the nature and experience I just had, get underneath cozy blankets, watch some anime, or play some video games with a cup of hot cider or some tea. That would be the perfect autumn day for me. So the best autumn movie, I have two answers for this, and the first one being Coraline. I really like that movie. It's so cute. It's spooky, and I like the fact that it's an animated film. I love Coraline. I like the fact that she's so unique and always is seeking adventure in the place that she feels like it's so daunting, and she gets mixed up in this like whirlwind of another town, and kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland a bit, with the cat helping her and guiding her. If you haven't watched Coraline, I truly recommend watching it. The second movie I would pick is Harry Potter, specifically Harry Potter the Goblet of Fire. That is one of my favorite movies from the Harry Potter series because it introduces the other witches and sorcerers, so those are the best autumn films. My favorite scary movie, a lot of you may not agree with me, but I actually really like all the Saw series. Saw 1 was just so well done, and I also like the director James Wang. He is one of my favorites. I like all of the Saw movies. I have all the DVDs. Who has DVDs nowadays? Probably nobody, but if the world ever goes apocalyptic, I can put my DVDs on, try to get electricity up somehow. I hope that never happens. I'm just saying. So my favorite fall video game is Life is Strange. This is honestly the perfect fall game. First of all, it takes place in the autumn season with Max, the main character. She has powers to manipulate time, and it's a choice-based game, and she has to help her friend Chloe go through a series of events, and it's just such a well-written choice game. It is so good, I promise you.
I promise. Mwah.
So songs that remind me of autumn. First of all, I have three. Anything magical and fairy tale like. Hello, we're in the autumn season. Let's get into the spirit of all things unique and magic. Three songs that remind me of autumn are the Harry Potter song. Come on. Dun 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 dun. The second song would be the Dance of the Druids from Outlander. That is one of my favorite series. I cannot wait for the next season. If you haven't watched Outlander, you are missing out. James Fraser and Claire Fraser are my favorites. The last song that I would pick is, I don't know how many of you watched Carnival Row, but I am in love with Patty Gurdy. Her voice is honestly so majestic and fairy-like. I just love her. The song Grieve No More hits my soul 1 bajillion times. My favorite autumn colors, I have 3. Burnt orange. I feel like everybody is just obsessed with the burnt orange. It's just such a beautiful color. It reminds you of the leaves and the trees. I love mustard. As you guys can see, I am currently wearing this mustard dress that I got from Fashionova. And I love forest green because, hello, dark green is just very pretty during this time of the year. Answer I don't think will ever change, but it was my trip when I went to New Orleans with my friends. We had an amazing time. It was spooky. There were lanterns everywhere. The French Quarter is beautiful. It was hot. I do wish we had gone when it was just a bit more chill, but it was a beautiful fall trip and one that I will never forget. I definitely would love to go back to New Orleans sometime. My favorite autumn wardrobe is honestly dressing like a modern witch, like they did in American Horror Story Coven. So a blend of modern with a blend of witch. And also floral patterns are very cute during this time. 'Tis the season to be witchy. The color that I am wearing right now is becoming one of my favorites, and it is this one by Emcostmetics, and it is the color Caramel Glaze. I am waiting from an order that I did recently. Cozy Knitsue just released some autumn inspired lip shades, and I can't wait to try the burnt orange. I'm gonna test it out, and if I love it, I will let you guys know my thoughts about it on my channel. So my favorite autumn book is the little book of Hygge, Danish Secrets to a Happy Living. This book is for people who want to learn how to make their environment and their space super cozy. Just have that experience of a simple life indoors as well as with the people around you. It has a lot of great ideas to set the mood for your cozy environment. So some of these questions, I actually watched Cozy Knitsue's most recent video that she did on her lipstick launch, and I liked some of the questions that you guys asked her, so I put some of those questions in here, so I hope you guys don't mind. I don't know if this is an autumn question, but I thought it was a cool question, so I just added it. So my favorite ancient societies are Egyptian. I love Egyptian history. When I was in 6th grade, I thought I was going to be an archaeologist. I also thought this because I loved playing Tomb Raider and I wanted to be like Lara Croft and just discover the hidden secrets of the world. Must be that Scorpio rising. Didn't know about it back then. I also do like Greek history. So I thought this was an appropriate fall question. Favorite monsters or creatures? Do we count fairies, mermaids, and elves as creatures? Because if so, those would probably be my favorite creatures. Still dreaming of Legolas from Lord of the Rings. Favorite anime? So one anime that I totally recommend to watch for the fall, for any vampire lovers out there, Castlevania is D-ish. Other great animes though I would watch are Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra. I also think those are really cool to watch during the autumn season. Just very relaxing, chill shows. If I could be transported to any era, I honestly want to understand the 80s era because the music was really cool. I was also born in the 90s. I would totally go back and just, I guess, replay certain parts of my life, go back and hug my younger self and tell her things will be okay. And then the last era that I would visit is probably ancient Egypt because again, I am in love with that part of history So that was actually the end of this autumn tag. I hope you magical llamas enjoyed it. Thank you so much for submitting your autumn questions to me on my Instagram page. I appreciate it so much because I was able to create this video as well as draw inspiration from another cool and awesome YouTuber. I love you llamas. You guys are awesome. I can't believe our llama community is growing. We are almost at 200 subscribers. That is so exciting. I will be leaving the cottage.